All right. Good morning, my fellow 49er faithful, my 49er fans, my 49er gang, 49er family, whatever you call yourselves. It's a little early in the morning. Actually, it ain't early. It's probably, it's about 10 o'clock where I'm at. I'm in Arizona. So, just want to say good morning to everyone. And we've been having a hell of a training camp, you know. Our defense is looking crazy. I can say that much. Defense look great. So, what we have going on is person that I love to hate to love, Nick Bosa. The guy's been out there doing his damn thing. He has been out there killing the game. I don't really see anything stopping him barring an injury, which, let's keep our fingers crossed, he's been healthy thus far. We want him to stay healthy this whole time. Defensive line has just looked ridiculous. The defensive backs have been playing their ass off. You know, Akello's look great. Jason Verrett's look great. Uncle Sherm look great. Our safeties look good. And when you got a front seven that's putting pressure on the quarterback, it makes the DB job a lot easier. You ain't got to really worry about, oh, shit, I got to stay with this dude for like 10 seconds. You only got to stay with him from 3, maybe 4. You know, you keep a close eye on him, make sure you know where he's at all times, and then boom, it's a wrap, you know. But it's a beautiful thing, man. I have to tell y'all to see, you know, training camp shaping up the way that it has been. I know it's been a cool minute since I posted a video and training camp had already started, but I figured I'd give it into the week so we could kind of talk about the guys that are making impacts rather than us just, you know, rather than me just coming in and just start talking and, you know, every single day reporting on training camp. Shout out Rombo Sports, man. Rombo, I'll be watching him, man, because he had people come on and talk, you know. I've been watching nothing but Niners. Shout out to them, too. So, it's been crazy, man. We've been doing a real good job. So, basically, our defense has been looking amazing, like I said. Offense has been looking great as well. We have, on our wide receiver battle, that's what I really want to get into right now, though. So, the wide receiver battle, we've got so many different receivers. But I'll just get into the ones that we really need to talk about. I'm not going to start talking about these outliers who we know we're not going to make the squad. It's a waste of time on the video. So basically, we've got Trent Taylor, Richie James, Kendrick Bourne, Jordan Matthews, Dante Pettis, Jalen Hurd, and Deebo Samuel. So all those receivers right there have a viable chance of making the squad. But to be honest with you, I like the receivers that we already had. You know, we don't really need Jordan Matthews. Honestly, think about it. I mean, yes, he's a big body, but we have Jalen Hurd for that. We drafted the kid. So why did we go pick up another dude? I mean, yeah, if we cut Jordan Matthews, it's dead money on the cap. I get it. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. So to me, to be honest with you, you know, Richie James had a little bit of a struggle the other day in training camp, but, you know, that's not a negative thing. You know, you don't always look great in practice. Sometimes people look horrible in practice are great on the field when they play. You never know. Plus, you know what I'm saying, it's a situation where we can use him in so many different ways. You know, Richie is a very versatile player. He's got that quick twitch, you know, and he's fast in the motherfucker. Y'all underestimate that dude's speed. He's pretty quick. So, to be honest with you, it'd be real simple if you do it like this. You keep Trent Taylor, keep Dante Pettis, keep Deebo Samuel, keep Jalen Hurd, keep Richie James, you know what I'm saying? And you keep Kendrick Bourne. Because out of everybody there, I'm just going to be honest with you, man, KB been outperforming a lot of people. Dante ain't even looked that great, man. He had like a couple straight days where he was dropping the ball. And it ain't going to work. You know, you want to get on the field and play. It don't matter who you are. We got a lot of plans for Pettis, but I mean, if you can't even catch the ball, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you can't be out there. You know, Deebo was getting frustrated. He had a couple problems getting off the line, you know, because our DBs was up in that ass getting nasty with him. So it's a situation where you can look at it from a standpoint of the wide receivers on this squad are interchangeable. So you can't necessarily say that there is a true number one guy. You know why? Because anybody can be the number one. Anybody can play the X. Anybody can play the Y spot. So it doesn't matter. We don't need a number one receiver on the squad. We just need interchangeable pieces who can do everything and play anywhere. You can be lined up outside one play, you can be lined up in the slot the next. You may be catching the ball, you may be blocking. Whatever the case is, you got to go out there and do your job. So to be honest with you, period, point blank, I like KB way more than I like Jordan Matthews. Kendrick Bourne go out there, show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? Plus he a California native, But it's just a situation where you got to look at it for what it is. KB goes out there, shows out every single day, does what he needs to do. Jordan Matthews, he's been so-so. So, period, point blank, it's a very easy choice. You're going to look at it, you say, I've got Dante Pettis, Trent Taylor, Jalen Hurd, Deebo Samuel, Richie James, and Kendrick Bourne. Everybody else, oh well. You want to play, go to the practice squad or something. Be ready for it. We got Sean Poindexter. We got a couple of other receivers. These are all just bodies in camp. You already know who's really going to make the team. The three guys that are honestly fighting for a spot on the squad are Kendrick Bourne, Jordan Matthews, and Richie James Jr. The reason I like Richie before I like Jordan Matthews, like I said, is because he's versatile. You can use him in many different ways. Yes, Jordan Matthews is a big body. Yes, every now and then he has a highlight reel type of catch, but that's every now and then. That's not all the time. It's very rare in his career where he's been extremely consistent. So, to me, honestly, there's your squad. That's it. The guys that I named, period, point blank, should be our wide receivers. There should be no question about this. There should be no contest. I'm anxious next week to get to this motherfucking preseason game because I've been dying to watch football. I did not watch the Hall of Fame game. I don't watch the Hall of Fame game because it just, I don't know. I'm never interested, I know usually it's like the Bears and somebody else or something like that, or the Lions and somebody or something like that. But period, point blank, it's going to be very simple. Our training camp has been going fantastic. There's been days where the defense has won. There's been days where the offense has won. And Bosa is actually looking really damn good coming off that edge, man. Yesterday we had D Ford take a seat and DeForest Buckner take a seat as well because they were dealing with just like some small little minor nicks and injuries. So you monitor that. You kind of give guys a day off or whatever. It's not that big of a deal because it's training camp. You already know what they can do. But when Ford and Buckner were on the field, man, the defense was winning the game. As far as the 11-11 practices, more often than not, by all accounts. So I would say purposely, it's a real simple situation. We look good. We just need to figure out who's going to be our backups. Who's going to back up the guys on the defensive line, who's going to back up the guys when it comes to the linebackers. All those things need to be figured out. Because to be honest with you, we don't have another necessary Mike right behind Fred Warner. We got David Mayo, but I'm not really sold on this cat because I've really heard next to nothing about him during training camp. Like, literally nothing. I've heard so much about Barrett. He's looking great. Heard so much about Uncle Sherm. He's looking great. Tarvarius Moore is looking good at safety. I think Robert Saleh's kind of downplaying how good he is at safety because he was like, oh, well, he's not in it for a reckoning. He's not ready to start on the first day. But, I don't know about that. I feel like it's going to be a situation where Tarvarius Moore may surprise us at safety. We got Mr. Glass out there, old Jimmy Ward. They done activated him off the PUP list. I don't know what their fascination is with him. I like his potential. He's one of those guys, if he could stay healthy, he'd be great. It was kind of the same situation with Barrett. But the thing is you're not healthy. And you get injured all the time. So if you get injured all the time, you got to overcome that on a mental basis, to be able to get back on the field and just produce in general. But I can tell y'all right now, it's going to be a nice little battle at that safety position. I prefer to have Adrian Colbert back there. I prefer to have like Tarvarius Moore, or Adrian Colbert, Jimmy Ward, guys like that back there doing what they need to do. And if anything, I would have loved for us to go out and spend the money and get Earl Thomas. That would have been great. Having Earl Thomas back there, that nasty ball hawk, that boy is a beast. But he over there in Baltimore, so we got to play him. So we're going to have to rely on Uncle Sherm, hopefully, to kind of tell us certain things that we may or may not know about him, to be able to kind of give Jimmy the edge on what to do when he's throwing that ball out there because Earl Thomas is a beast, man. When he was coming out of college, once again, Another guy I wanted to draft because I love DBs, I love safeties. You know, he was coming out of Texas and he was great. When he went to the Seahawks, I was hurt. But either way, you know, right now as far as our wide receivers are looking, that's it, man. That's it. We don't really need much more training camp. We just need to see them playing games and see what they do. You know, Kendrick Bourne has been a staple of the 49ers for the past couple of years. He came in as an undrafted free agent, and he's done a fantastic job. You know, and I feel like he deserves to be on the squad more than anybody, you know, as far as like the last three outliers, you know, with him, Richie, and Matthews. I think, period, point blank, Matthews should be the odd man out. And we should just keep those guys that we have. Now, our running back room, honestly, right now, I'm going to get into that in this next video, but it's just very simple. You know, our wide receivers need to be the two guys we drafted, Deebo Samuel, Jalen Hurd. We need to keep Keys. I didn't even mention Keys. Like, that's how many wide receivers we got that I forgot one of the main wide receivers, the fastest dude on the fucking field, you know, who still, by the way, hasn't gotten paid from that, you know, that race he won, man. It's pretty fucked up that they set all that shit up, and next thing you know, he can't even cash a damn check. That's another million that man pocket. He need his bread. They need to pay him. But, you know, you got Keys, you got Trent Taylor, you got Deebo Samuel, you got Jalen Hurd, you got Dante Pettis, you got Kendrick Bourne, you got Richie James Jr. Like this, we so deep. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, man. It's straight up ridiculous that we got so many goddamn players, man. It's nerve-wracking to other people, you know. And then the sad part is, if we cut someone, that leaves a really good player available. So that's a good problem to have. It's always a good problem to have when you got too many good players, so you have to make hard decisions. But period, point blank, man, it's going to be real simple. I believe Marquise, Trent, Richie, Dante, KB, Jalen Hurd, and Deebo Samuel. Those are our guys. Sorry. It's, you know, I mean, hey, nothing against Jordan Matthews, nothing against him as a man or as a family. I want him to be able to feed his family and do all that. Just somewhere else. I'm just going to take the Flacco approach when they said was they going to sign Kaepernick. I want him to get paid, just not here. It's, you know, no disrespect to Cap on that. I'm just using that as, you know, as a metaphor. Yeah, I mean, for me, that's how I feel. I feel like Malcolm Smith should have been cut a long damn time ago. We don't need him. He's been making some plays in his training camp, but, I mean, he's never been healthy the whole time we've had him, so he's been a waste of a linebacker. I'm going to shift on over to that position. I'll do a couple more videos, give us some more insight. But as far as our receivers look great. Jordan Matthews has kind of struggled a little bit. Richie's had some, you know, minor struggles here and there. But then again, he's had some very nice highlight plays. KB has been the most consistent out of anyone. Dante started off a little rocky, but he's getting into it. Deebo's looking all right. You know, Jalen Hurd, he had a couple of situations where he was driving guys way down the fucking field, and he caused a couple of little scrimmages, you know, little miniature fights, little, you know, mishaps. But it ain't nothing, you know. Dude playing, he playing, you know. If you get blocked, you get blocked. It is what it is. But it wasn't nothing big, you know. It ain't like we had nothing real crazy or anything like that. But I will go ahead and get into this next video. Peace, be easy.